Community Viewpoint.
Good afternoon and welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm a guest host today, Salli Kerr. I'm the Executive Director for Nevada Outreach Training Organization. I'm hosting today with Heidi. She's joining us from Nye Communities Coalition, and we are jointly presenting a program that we are inviting the community to attend. So Heidi, you want to tell us about how you found this program and where it came from and how we got to where we are today?
Yes, I was talking to Christina Hall. She works for the Rape Crisis Center of Las Vegas, and she was offering this Enough Abuse campaign Nevada for free. And she's offering it all over the state of Nevada. And the goal of the campaign is to inform, to educate, and to advocate to end child sexual abuse.
Right. So we are grateful anytime we can get training out into our community. And we are always grateful to get training that's not costing us anything out into our community. So this is the first set of programs that they're bringing out for us. There are additional programs behind this. So we can bring trainings later, even that go more in depth in the topic than these. So it's being offered when?
It's going to be on February 5th at Nye Communities Coalition at 1020 East Wilson Road.
Okay, and we start that morning at 9. We did find Subway to help us with lunch. So lunch is going to be provided as part of this program. So there really is a free lunch, folks, and it's going to be during the during this Enough Abuse campaign. This is a 3-part series that day. That is, the facilitator will begin with "It's Not Just Jenna," and "It's Not Just Jenna" is the story of a girl who was abused by a family friend, and that follows how she and her family responded to the abuse, and we'll teach participants about both sexual abuse and how to keep families safe, and I believe that's a video presentation.
Correct.
Yeah, so we'll start the day with that. The next part of that day is strategies for youth serving organizations. So if you're an organization that has staff or volunteers who work with youth, you definitely want to send them to this training. It's going to talk to them specifically about coming in contact with youth in their organization and things that they can do to both recognize and report abuse, but also how to maintain boundaries themselves with youth, and it'll look at some policies to be developed and how we wrap policies around child abuse. So they're bringing some good information. And then there's one more part?
Yes, it's that she did what, he said what, and this presentation helps participants, including staff and volunteers, to understand the sexual development of children and prepares them to respond appropriately to the sexual behaviors of youth served in a way that fosters safety and healthy development of youth. So we are inviting everybody, parents, grandparents, professionals, and general community members, anybody who interacts with children, we're inviting to this Enough Abuse campaign.
I thought that this third part, I really liked the idea that we're going to teach appropriate sexual behavior, because there are such things as appropriate sexual behavior. And so to teach people the difference between what is an appropriate age response and what isn't. And so that we teach the developmental issues are going to be different for a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old. And how do those all fit together? And how do we recognize what's not normal versus what is completely normal development? And so I really liked that that's being presented. And for anybody who's working with kids in any kind of kid environment, and we're talking about not just service organizations, but are you a coach of a soccer team? Are you working with youth in football? Are you helping with Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, or, not just a service organization, but how are you interacting with kids at all? And send somebody from your group, because it's going to be really informative, and it's going to teach us a lot about what they're bringing, and it's going to let you have some interaction with people in your own community to develop ideas and build relationships and all the things that these kind of programs do to put people working with kids in touch with each other. So
yes, also for churches.
Right.
we have a lot of information that would be very useful for everybody.
Right.
So we're inviting all the churches. So please send somebody from your church.
Right. And same thing with parents. You know, oftentimes as a parent, again, the developmental stages. But if you think in your parent role, how many kids, how many people are in touch with your child? Just as your kid goes about their day, they're in touch with school and with, you know, other activities and with church youth group and with, pass this out to those folks and let them know to come down. It's going to be held in the NAC room. Is that what it's called? The NAC room at the Communities Coalition?
Yes.
And so it's 9 to 1 on Friday, February 5th. And I also want to talk just briefly about a program coming up even before this one that is being sponsored by the Communities Coalition, and that is the Dark Side of Social Media. That program is being brought back by popular demand. Is it a lieutenant or sergeant out of
Sergeant
Metro?
Spencer, yes.
Okay.
He's coming out, and we're all looking forward to. I am a parent myself, and I'm going to be attending that day because I want to know how to protect my children when they're online and how to protect my whole family in general, because even adults can be targeted.
Right, right. And I'm really looking forward to that program. And I heard a lot of people who came to it the first time said, not only was it great information, but I'm coming back with my kids this time. So that program is Tuesday night, the 26th of February, from 6 to 8 o'clock at the Coalition. And he not only is presenting good information, but I've been told he's a very active speaker. He's, you know, presents well, and will literally be able to watch across the audience what's going on and teach your kids about, you know, what are they doing on their phones, what are they doing online, how to protect themselves, how as parents we draw appropriate boundaries. And so that's going to be a really good, valuable program. Again, that one's offered for free, and they bring that training out to us for free.
Yes, with so much social media, we see little ones, 3 years old, that they're already playing on the cell phones and Facebook, Instagram. So we have a lot of information that we're going to be learning that day. And Sergeant Spencer, has so much useful information that he's constantly learning. So everything that's new out there, he's always teaching. And we are asking for parents to bring their children who are 11 years or older, because some of the topics are a little strong, but they're wonderful. We need to know.
Right. And if you came to the last presentation, don't be afraid to come again. Not only to bring your kids, if you didn't the first and wanted to screen it, we would surely welcome you back with your kids. But there's also new information. Like you said, he brings out new things every time. And so put that on your calendar for Tuesday, January 26th, from 6 to 8 at the Coalition.
Yes.
Free program, The Dark Side of Social Media. Very well received the first time. Certainly worth an evening to learn what he has to say.
Yes.
So.
And for the Enough Abuse campaign, if you could please call 775-727-9970. We're asking for you to sign up. Of course, Subway is providing lunch that day, so we want to have enough food for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's really, we're winding down our last few minutes, but I just, you know, I want to talk a little bit about how our community is really learning to try and work together. And so it's really nice to have an organization like My Communities Coalition that will come in and work in combination with Nevada Outreach Training Organization, or all kinds of organizations across the valley.
Yes.
That bring these kind of projects to our community together jointly, and the kind of safety net that builds under our community, the kind of strength that it gives to the community as a whole when we come together and work on projects speaks really loudly. So if you are an organization that has services that somehow you can join with someone together to bring, we are always happy at the Coalition or at Nevada Outreach to hear what your thoughts are and to help bring those things to the community as a whole. The Communities Coalition recently did the wellness plan, and they have a lot of really clear-cut wellness points that our community needs to build, you know, into soundness. And so we're happy to be working together to do that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You are in Nevada Outreach Training Organization. You're representing, working together for the community in this common goal that we have.
Right. And I'm the recent addition at Nevada Outreach Training Organization as their new executive director. I've been in the position about 4 months now, and am amazed to learn everything that goes on under the roof of Nevada Outreach Training. Lots of people know about our No to Abuse program. That program is the program that serves victims of domestic violence, stalking, dating violence, and sexual abuse. So we have all kinds of advocacy services for them. We have support groups. We have ways to get them into housing. We have ways to help with transportation if they need to get to someplace safe. We have all kinds of, we have advocates that will help with safety planning and teach them how to set boundaries that do keep those victims safe. We also have and house the Pahrump Family Resource Center. So we are state mandated to help people with resources. We basically have a list of all of the resources in the community, and if someone comes in to see us and needs help with electric assistance, we're going to send them to the place that offers that assistance. We're going to do our best to get them to the community resources that are available for them, and we're going to have a case manager that helps track that and make sure that they got to the right place, make sure their applications were filled out correctly, help them with even things like faxing and emailing documents and getting photo IDs or getting things that they need. If they need workforce help, we're going to send them to the coalition and help them get that. But it's, so the Pahrump Family Resource Center. We also house the Nye County Child Advocacy Center, and that program works in conjunction with law enforcement and prosecutors, DCFS and others, to protect the children in our community. And so we have a lot of amazing programs under that one roof, and oftentimes the public hears about No to Abuse but doesn't know really all of the things that are offered in that environment. Our Family Resource Center has started offering a garage sale every other month. That helps fund the Resource Center. Our things are available for clients for free, so we never charge a client. But we do offer a garage sale for other people to come in and purchase things at low, typically a bag sale kind of price. So thank you very much, and we will see you next time.
Community Viewpoint.